bit of whatever, but I'm okay. I'm okay.
You've been caught under the weather, eh?
Baby, sir.
Oh, you'll be fine.
I'm definitely.
Davido.
So Kotoko is preparing to
Young adults.
play. Kotoko is preparing to play the FA Cup game.
Yes, this weekend. Adiana FC.
And
this morning we listened to their coach, Karim Dito.
Okay.
He says they should make amends with that game. You know they lost to Huddersfield last weekend. Exactly.
3-1.
So
talk about the scoreline. 3-1.
They want to bounce back with a win against the Oja boys.
Yeah,
it will be fire. Oja.
Yeah, all right, so he takes over the space right now to bring you the very latest from the world of sports.
And of course the violence that has characterized the ongoing Ashanti Regional Inter-School athletics competitions at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. We've been speaking to the PE coordinator of the Ghana Education Service of the Ashanti region. We listened to him, and of course Keto Kreku has still been speaking on Ghana's participation and preparations for the 2026 FIFA World Cup tournament. We listened to the Sports and Recreation Minister Honorable Kofi Idi Adams as well as on Black Stars budget, not forgetting news around the world. But as usual, before we get into the stories, let's say a big thank you to Rush Energy Drink. When you have the extra bit of ambition in your heart, you also need that extra bit of energy to come through, and for that, Rush Energy Drink is the boost you need. Created in the USA and proudly made in Ghana. Thanks to its unique formula, you have the power of ginseng, the benefits of vitamins, and the energy of inositol, taurine, and caffeine. So anytime you feel like taking an energy drink, just grab a bottle of Rush Energy Drink to revitalize you. It's a quality product from Chillum Industrial Limited. For bulk purchase, please call 0322 190 877 0322 190 877. Rush Energy Drink. Stay active and energized. Now to Betway. There are matches coming up today. You can place your bet on betway.com.gh, but Betway is starting out to give their fans even more back with Betway rewards. Whenever you bet on sports or casino, you earn points that can be converted into cash. It is that simple and easy. The best part is that you can convert whenever you want and can withdraw the funds or even use them to place new bets. No strings attached. So start enjoying a whole new way to get rewarded with Betway, only at betway.com.gh. Terms and conditions apply. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet the responsible way, not for persons below the age of 18. Betway, get way more. Now, Nkaria Senior High Technical School has been handed a 2-year ban from participating in all sporting competitions within the Ashanti region following incident of misconduct during the ongoing inter-school athletics event at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. The sanction was imposed by the Ghana Education Service after investigations found the school culpable of initiating attacks on Osetutu Senior High School, Kumasi Senior High Technical School, that is KSTS, and Aduman Senior High School during the competition. Confirming the development in an interview with Love Sports, Ashanti Regional Physical Education Coordinator Benjamin Blaze stated that the decision was taken to maintain discipline and ensure the safety of students at schools events.
At the beginning of our program this year's Intercourse, we decided to put a lot of measures into place. So we had to call all headmasters for a general meeting in the presence of the regional director himself, and we discussed a lot how even the first zone, we never had any serious challenge. The second zone, too, we never had any serious challenge until heading towards the latter part of the program. That encouraged us to have an encounter with KSTS. Apparently, we realized that KSTS has to try having an encounter with a human.
Okay.
And then the security tried to safeguard the situation. Then they had an encounter with OT, and then now KSTS. That is heading towards the latter part of the program. Before we started, the regional director himself made a pronouncement at the stadium that any school that through season water will be banned for 2 years.
And so this falls in line with the new directive from GES that any school that is found culpable will be banned 2 years.
Yes, it will be banned for 2 years.
So does that include football, only athletics events?
No, it includes everything, football and athletics, and it even extends into other school activities like SRT programs, and they are not taking part in cadet activities.
Now, Benjamin Blaze shared some shocking details as to how some old students of some schools, together with interns and national service persons, joined schools to misbehave at the Babayara Sports Stadium to settle scores.
At the beginning of our program, this year's Intercorp, we decided to put a lot of measures into place. So we had to call all headmasters for a general meeting in the presence of the regional director himself. So some of the projects that we put in place, but we realized that sometimes the influence of the national service personnel, old students, and then interns was also a part of the problem. Yes, because sometimes old students, they have memories of old calls, and they try to, when they join the students in the stand, they try. So this year, we stopped all of them from joining the students in their stand. We told them we tried to force everybody to go to the VI, and that actually brought sanity.
Still following the games and of course the events at the Babayara Sports Stadium, we'll be updating our listeners right here on Love 99.5 FM to some Black Star stories. And Minister of Sports and Recreation Kofi Idi Adams has assured that the budget for the Black Stars' participation in the 2026 FIFA World Cup will be publicly disclosed. Ghana is set to make its fifth appearance at the global tournament, which will be jointly hosted by the United States of America, Canada and Mexico this summer. Adams, who previously revealed the cost of each qualifier match despite criticism from some football stakeholders, confirmed in an interview with Asempa FM in Accra that transparency will extend to the World Cup preparations as well.
When him say Mampini and my instructions already at the State of the Nation address last year. The expenditure and budget no then infantujua. So enchebia whatever we agree on, any the modality yedibetia bibia yebejia to mono nina yedibeti. We are not going to hide anything from anybody. Say enye bekan say bosumbia yedibesi ewo baby. Ya be transparent. Sina obin to me nko fa baby enko ye bibi say enana yakasi ena yeyesi yebemma Ghana nyinaiti Ghana behu so that aban na onye ni owo se oya Ghana behu say association na onye ni owo se oya Ghana bet say players no so ena omo ye ni omo die no so Ghana bet so yanko ye bibia fancy obia because we don't intend to hide anything as a minister, as government. We don't intend to profit from your participation in the World Cup beyond nia omaino or say omainia. So bibia ye debetu.
Yes, so Black Stars budget will be made public before the World Cup tournament starts in June. That's according to Sports and Recreation Minister Honorable Kofi Idi Adams. Now, how far do you think Ghana can go at the tournament? Well, GFA President Kete Kweku says he can only answer that question when Ghana's squad is announced, but is confident in this team.
I wish I could answer this question when our 26-man squad is announced, because I would love to see who are in the squad for me to be able to tell what is likely to happen. If you ask me this question today, I would say that I'm very confident because we have a united team, a team led by Jordan Ayew. It's a very united one. They very much want to be successful at the World Cup. I want to be successful. Ghanaians want us to be successful, and I think that every member of this squad is looking up to putting up a good performance at the World Cup, and that is the source of my strength or my happiness.
Ghana Football Association President and of course CAF Second Vice President Kete Kweku speaking to GTV Sports Plus, of course, with Kwabena Yaboa. Now, to some club issues. Asante Kotoko head coach Abdul Karim Zito has issued a direct challenge to his players ahead of their crucial MTN FA Cup title against Aduana Football Club, stating there is no justification for another poor performance following their recent league defeat. The Porcupine Warriors, who are the defending FA Cup champions, suffered a disappointing 3-1 defeat to Kwando Heart of Lions in the Ghana Premier League last Saturday. With their season struggling for consistency, Zito sees the cup as a vital opportunity to reset and rebuild momentum.
I'm anticipating a good game, better than what we did in the league. One of the worst performances our admit was against Heart of Lion. And one nice thing about football is you always have the opportunity to make amendments. And we use the Edu Anama to make amendments to please our fans. And being the defending champions, we have to show that we are really the defending champions.
Karim Dito is head coach of Asante Kotoko. To this trending story, goalkeeper Lawrence Osei has left Ghana Premier League lovers in shock following his unannounced trip to the United States of America in the middle of the campaign. The Heart of Lions goalkeeper reportedly left camp without permission to embark on a journey to the USA after securing his travel visa to the North American nation. Osei, who signed a new contract with the Pando-based club last year, has a deal which runs till 2027. However, in a post on social media, the goalkeeper shared that he's left home to chase his dream in the USA. We can do women's football now because Tunisian referee Asma Chouchain has been appointed by CAF to officiate the first leg encounter between Ghana and South Africa in the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup qualifiers. Now, the crucial game takes place on Sunday at Accra Sports Stadium with kickoff set for 3:30 p.m. and Ghana will be aiming to make a home advantage count in the first leg. Head coach of the Black Princesses, Charles Simpson, is urging Ghanaians to throng the Accra Sports Stadium on Sunday to support the girls to victory.
We want them to come out massively like they did for us when we played Tunisia at home. We expect even double of that number because we will need it. We are playing home first, so we want to get this support and this massive win to be able to carry it to Johannesburg. So we hope that they will come and support us the way we want them to.
Charles Sampson is Black Princesses head coach speaking there. Now to this story on the African continent. Then the Moroccan Football Federation are seeking for the postponement of the 2026 Africa Cup of Nations tournament for the women's category, citing a large number of commitments. Africa Soccer has reported the tournament is at risk of being postponed, with the host nation expected to submit a formal request to the Confederation of African Football on numerous pressing issues. The Moroccan FA is bound down to a large number of commitments, particularly the need to finish the Moroccan League on time in May this year as the 2026 World Cup tournament approaches. Besides, the Moroccan football governing body wants to focus on the Atlas Lions preparations for the global showpiece to be held in the USA, Canada and Mexico. Now to news around the world.
Semenyo pulls it across and Marmouche is there again and scores again. Well, there's been some good fortune about both of his goals, but the record will show it's a double for Omar Marmouche. Here's Semenyo. There's a touch on that, but it's followed in by Reinders. And it's getting awkward, really awkward for Newcastle now, because Manchester City are picking them apart at will. The top two teams in the Premier League will fight it out in the Carabao Cup final. Pep Guardiola set for a date with his former coach Mikel Arteta and Arsenal at Wembley on March the 22nd.
Yeah, Manchester City completed a 5-1 aggregate win over Holders Newcastle United to set up a Carabao Cup final against Arsenal. The Gunners, Omar Mamouche scored twice early on before Tijani Rangers and put the outcome beyond the doubt before the first half was through. Newcastle made a better first of 8 after the interval. Anthony Elanga pulled one goal back, but the tie was a lost cause by then. Here's Newcastle United manager Eddie Howe after the match.
Yeah, it was the start we didn't want. Yeah, the first goal, I think Dan's gone to clear the ball and it's come off their attacker and gone in, and I think that just summed up the start of the game that we had. I think then Joe Willett goes through and there's a good chance the other end. We don't take that opportunity, so it was sort of the opposite of what we wanted, and it took the game away from us. The first half was very difficult, second half the lads did really well.
Now, City manager Pep Guardiola hailed his side's performance last night.
With the Newcastle never control completely, but they have a lot of one against James. It was unbelievable, especially in the first half. But we have in the right pace. I know the rhythm that the players have to play in the first half. They have a good pace, a good rhythm, and we saw it. And how alive we were, and yeah. So Newcastle is a Champions League team. It's a top class player, except Joan Turbuga and Marais. They put all the players all the time, making incredible intense game in all departments. So of course you suffer, but the guys were really good.
Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola speaking there. Yes, Antoine Semenyo started the game. He played to I think the second half, but he was not able to score in that game against Newcastle. So the final is set. It is Arsenal versus Man City on Sunday, March 22, 2026. I'm talking about the 2026 EFL Cup final. Now, away from that, Cristiano Ronaldo has returned to Al Nassr. Training and senior Saudi officials expect him to end his strike. Ronaldo had been considering his future in Saudi Arabia due to concerns over the financial backing of Al Nassr receiving, compared to other clubs. Ronaldo is now expected to play against Al Ittihad on Friday, although his return has not been confirmed. He posted a picture of himself in training on X on Wednesday. Elsewhere, Portugal midfielder Ruben Neves, who is 28 years of age, who was linked with a January move to Manchester United, among other clubs, has signed a contract extension at Saudi Pro League side Al Hilal until June 2029. At Nottingham Forest, England international Elliot Anderson tops Man United's list of midfield targets, which also includes his Three Lions teammate Adam Wharton of Crystal Palace and Brighton's 22-year-old Cameroon player Carlos Baleba. Lastly, France defender Daya Upamecano is ready to sign a new deal at Bayern Munich that will keep him at the Bundesliga champions until June 2030. So that'll be all for the Last Sports Center, powered by the Last Sports team, brought to you in association with Rush Energy Drink. Stay active and energized. Betway says better now and get way more. We have more news on Facebook at LEV 99.5 FM. Later today at 3:05 p.m. we are meeting on the Last Sports Blaze Extra with Dalali, Atias and the rest of the sports team. We say bye-bye for now.